It was June 14, 2008, in a quiet neighborhood just outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. A single mother named Carla had just moved into a small two-bedroom home with her 7-year-old daughter, Lily. They were starting fresh. Carla had just gotten out of a bad relationship, and this new place felt like a reset button. The house was older, built in the late 1940s. It had creaky floors, a tiny backyard, and a basement that smelled like dust and rainwater. But it was affordable, and quiet. Too quiet. On their first night, something strange happened. As Carla tucked Lily into bed upstairs, she heard what sounded like faint knocking, not from the front door, but from below the house. She brushed it off. It was an old place. Old pipes, old wood, maybe even a raccoon under the floorboards. She didn't think much of it. But Lily did. The next morning, over breakfast, Lily told her mom the girl in the basement was crying last night. Carla froze. She asked Lily what she meant. Lily just shrugged and said she was sitting on the floor. She said her name was Mary. Carla thought it was just imagination. New house, new room, kid's brain trying to make sense of weird noises. She laughed it off and reminded Lily that ghosts weren't real. That night, the knocking came back. But this time, it wasn't faint. It was louder. Like someone tapping from underneath the floor with their knuckles. Tap, tap, tap. Carla went down into the basement with a flashlight. She scanned the room. It was just empty concrete, one flickering bulb above, and old storage boxes left behind by the last tenants. She checked the walls, the old washer and dryer, even the crawlspace. Nothing. When she came back upstairs, Lily was already asleep. But there was something on the floor near her bed, a small handprint. Not dusty or dirty. It was wet. And tiny. Over the next week, things got weirder. Lily started drawing pictures. First, of their house. Then, the basement. Then, a girl with no eyes. Every drawing showed the girl closer and closer to the stairs. Carla still didn't believe anything paranormal was going on. She even joked about it with her sister. But deep down, she was starting to feel watched. Sometimes, at night, she'd catch Lily staring at the basement door like she was waiting for something. One night, Carla had a dream, a vivid, terrifying dream. She was standing in the basement, and a little girl with long black hair was sitting in the corner, weeping. Carla reached out to her, but when the girl turned around, she had no face. Just smooth skin where her eyes and mouth should have been. Carla jolted awake, gasping for air. That morning, Lily was gone. Her bed was cold. The front door was still locked. All the windows closed. But the basement door was open. Carla raced down the stairs, screaming her daughter's name. The basement was empty. Until she looked at the back wall. There, scratched into the concrete, were 4 words. "You said she's not real." The police were called. A full investigation followed. They never found Lily. No footprints. No signs of forced entry. No leads. Just a grieving mother, and a basement that suddenly felt much colder than before. A month later, Carla moved out of the house. The new tenants didn't last long either. After just 3 nights, they left in the middle of the night, without even packing their things. Years later, a paranormal team visited the property and discovered something chilling, a false wall in the basement. Behind it, they found a small, sealed-off room with a child-sized chair, scratch marks on the floor, and the name, Mary, etched into the bricks. To this day, the house on Maple Lane remains empty. Locals say if you stand outside at exactly 3:17 a.m., you can hear soft tapping from below, and sometimes, the sound of a little girl, crying. So if you ever move into an old house with a quiet basement, and your kid starts talking about a girl who lives down there, don't laugh it off. Because some stories don't stay buried.